everybody, it's Amanda and welcome back to my channel. So let's just address the elephant in the room first. I got braces. Now it is currently April, right? And I had a video planned for, you know, like the 11th video out, but I really wanted to talk about the production of Deadline just because I feel like I did not do it enough justice in the How I Made a Film During the Middle of a Pandemic video. That said, I did touch on every single aspect other than, you know, what it was really like during those 2 days. In this video, you guys will see interviews for the cast and the crew, including myself. You will also see a lot of behind the scenes footage that you didn't see in the last video, or you're gonna hear about a lot of the context behind the videos that you did see. And it's basically just like a story time and a behind the scenes reel wrapped up into one. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys like the video, and obviously I know by this time you guys are about to see 4 different videos pop up in your feed. So yeah, make sure you guys watch the rest of the videos. We filmed Deadline between November 21st 2020 and November 22nd, which was a weekend. It was a Saturday and a Sunday. But yeah, it should be mentioned that for Deadline I really didn't sleep that much before. I was way too busy trying to get everything together, trying to get the shot list right, trying to get the storyboard right, trying to make sure that everything was in place. I was packing up equipment and everything like that, so I didn't even end up going to bed till about 3 o'clock. We only had 12 hours, but believe me, it's way less time than you think it is. I remember packing everything into suitcases and stuff like that, and I think, how did it go? And then I think I woke up at around 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning, yeah. I say equipment, but matter of fact, like, I did a lot of DIYs to use on set, so we didn't have any bounce boards. I couldn't get any in time, so what I did was buy a piece of straw board, put foil on one side and then put black cartridge paper on the other, got another one, put foil on one side and then white cartridge paper on the other, so it was either gonna absorb or reflect the light, and it helped not to waste a lot of money on lighting. Granted, I still think that the lighting could have been much better, but you know, that's how life goes sometimes. Anyway, I got 2 hours of sleep. I woke up, made coffee, made tea, packed up some tea bags, packed up the snacks, put everything in the car. Let's keep in mind, Johan, Kyle and I were the only ones working on Saturday. Matthew didn't come to help us until Sunday, so you know, there was just a lot that had to be done. And then again, 3 people seems like a lot, but you kind of realize why film sets are so big, because everybody has a different job and multitasking is not an easy one. So we get there at 7 a.m. we're getting ready to shoot scene 3, which was the scene with Time and Michelle that you guys first see, but the catch was timing wasn't working out properly because of transportation. Darion and Danger arrived at different times and everything like that, so I had to make the executive decision to say, okay, we have to rearrange the production schedule a little bit. Let's put what we had for scene 3 at a later time. Let's get the shots without any people in there now, because we can't afford to be wasting time. I was like, go, let's get things done. For the first time in my life, it was about getting things done and getting them done right, rather than obsessing over the little details and what can't be done and what I didn't have the time for it. Like, I streamlined so much. But yeah, unfortunately, it took me a while to get out of my own head. The pans of the camera were making me crazy. Directing isn't necessarily extremely new, but of course so different depending on what type of result you want. We're panning. Okay, I don't like that one. Let's go again, cut. And stop. Don't like it. I feel like I never really caught myself until later in the afternoon. One thing I tried doing was directing with music, and that tends to help with the character's pacing. And whenever there were more than 5 takes of one shot, I used to get not extremely annoyed, but really anxious, because I'm like, you know, are we gonna be able to film anything else? And you know, everybody's standards is kind of high like mine, so we don't really like to go with something if we could have done something better. Additionally, like, lighting was a huge issue. As I said before, I didn't make any lighting diagrams prior to doing that, so you know, we spent a lot of the morning trying to light the area, and I don't think we got the lighting right until the end of the day. Now, in between these scenes and all of the wardrobe changes, there were sanitization breaks, hydration breaks, everything like that. You guys would be so surprised how cranky people will get if they don't drink water, if they don't eat. So huge thing to take away from this. If you're ever going to try to do something like this, please make sure people are fed, and please make sure they're drinking water, because Jano. I also had debriefs after each scene because we weren't filming in chronological order. After each scene would wrap, I'd say, okay, scene 3 is done, we're gonna shoot scene 5 now, etc, etc. And I'd have to be giving the actors context, because of course you don't want it to feel too different, or you want the correct amount of emotion to be there. To make better use of our time, we filmed all scenes that were required in different parts of the apartment, one after the next. So all the bedroom scenes were done in one go, all the bathroom scenes were done in one go, and all the kitchen and living room scenes were done in one go. There were some scenes that we didn't use at the end of the day, but they were still pretty fun to shoot. Like the last scene that you guys see was supposed to be a perspective shot where Michelle kind of cups the camera, but it was way too awkward for us to film. I just didn't like the feel of it anymore. In my head it looked much better than it actually came out, so we just never want to use it. And honestly, we had a fun time with all of that. Michelle brushes her food.
I'm not going in today.
Who are you?
Amanda, that was me.
Okay, so tiny details. Everything you guys see in the apartment, I had to design. The books, the sticky notes, the vision board, the diploma from the University of Ligoni that actually doesn't exist. All of that was specifically catered to Michelle's character. I don't really think people realize how much work that takes, but yeah, it was just like me putting on different hats all day. I really didn't get a chance to sit down much. We ended up making really great time and finishing scenes 3, 4, and 6 by 12 p.m, at which point we got Popeyes and had around an hour to eat before we figured out how we were filming the rest of the shots for the day. Now little did I know, I forgot to do something very vital to the script, and this is why it is extremely important to have production assistants on set to remind you of these things. But we're not going big production mode, so Anyway, we filmed the happy parts of the film around 1 and then proceed to set up for the office around about like 5 o'clock, which went pretty well. Audio was fine and we were good to go. But that thing I forgot to do, yeah, that was the breakfast scene, and we needed to shoot that breakfast scene at the end of the day, which means I would have had to order breakfast from the beginning of the day. So 5 o'clock, we're calling everywhere from Triple T's to Whitehall Avenue to ask if they're still selling breakfast. Everybody else says no. Cue the video.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you sell breakfast?
Huh?
Do you sell breakfast at this hour?
It would be a cost of $1,000.
Could you repeat that?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any boiled dumplings and sweet chicken?
Anyway, God bless my dad because he made us scrambled eggs, which we used. But originally it was supposed to be a traditional Jamaican breakfast. It was supposed to be ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling. Thank God Danger brought her fried dumpling, because that made the dish a little bit more Jamaican than American. But like, I was kind of pissed about that, and it was my own fault because I think that would have been a really good non-verbal indicator. Anyway, by this time the sun had set, the dogs had started howling, audio was going crazy, the kitchen was dark. We had to do so much to make sure that it looked at least a little bit light. Like, we were using the ceiling to bounce light around with the lighting equipment, 2 deke umbrella lights, and tried to make it look like says day. To this day, I don't really know how effective that was, but yeah, it worked. At least y'all did not say to me that she was eating breakfast that night. Or, I mean, nobody's really said that to me yet, but when we moved on to the resolution of the film, I was actually the one that played the mother. I know you guys don't really see my role in the credits just because I felt it wasn't necessary and partially forgot, but yeah, I was the one that said, "Where you going?" because I really couldn't find anybody to do that voiceover for me. Now that I think about it, I really could have asked my grandmother to do it for me, but I don't know why I didn't think of it. That would have been so, yo, I'm just thinking about that now. But yeah, I was the one to do that, and then I had to tweak that up a little bit in post-production, edit the pitch, edit how much my voice was trembling, all of those things. Anyway, November 21st was better than I could have expected. It was much more fun. We all got together around 2:30 to go up to Stony Hill to shoot. Big up Uncle JP for letting me shoot. Then it was time to unload, and there was one thing I really didn't anticipate too much: the rain. I brought umbrellas, hoped I didn't have to use them, but all of a sudden we're using my C-stands to set up umbrellas over the camera and over the lights and getting extension cords and everything like that. Kyle was watching the camera. Johan was making sure nobody got shocked by the electric cables running around in the grass. And honestly, at that point I really wondered, will we get the sunset shot?
Yeah, Joe.
How long do you think it's gonna be?
I'll give me 15 minutes and I get it up. Or less.
10. What time is it?
4:30.
But after it rained for like half an hour, the sky started to clear up, and I think I managed to get a pretty decent one. It wasn't the best sunset in Jamaica, which I really would have wanted. I wanted the whole place to just be orange and have really nice lighting and, you know, just look amazing, but it never happened, and we just have to thank God that it never rained. There was also a little bit of improvisation because we were trying to work out how Danger was going to cry. I ended up telling her instead to kind of drop what she had in her hand. We're going to do it again with the phone drop. That would be such a cool drop the phone and everything, which Kyle caught because it was a really rugged surface on the hill, so it was my phone that was being dropped at the time, and I didn't want my phone to crack.
Oh crap! Then Kyle has to get out of the shot real quick. As soon as you you catch the phone,
grab the fabric and run.
Car shot. Redo this car shot. That's what we're doing right now. Let's do it. Redo car shot.
Alright guys, ready again. So Kyle had to use the fabrics that I brought with me and kind of be a cushion for it. Big up Kyle. Anyway, after we got that shot, we moved on to the car, and I had to give Dangerous some cues, which big up my dad again.
Here, as I told you, I'm learning.
Learn how to drive. Welcome to driving school.
Sure, I'm learning how to drive, yeah.
You have your instructor over there, Miss Whylie.
She's failing so far, but we move.
I'm like, boy, to clean these now.
To clean all of my equipment, it's Corona time. I have to disinfect everything with bleach.
Just throw them in the bleach.
So we got the car shot, went back outside to get some audio done, and then we kind of spent some time interviewing each other and talking. So now enjoy an exclusive behind the scenes interview with everybody from the cast and crew of Deadline.
Alright guys, so we are here with the director of the film Deadline, Amanda Wyden. And today we're going to ask her a few questions. Amanda, how did you come up with the script for Deadline?
A lot of personal experience and also a lot of ideas from like different friends that I have that have just gone through a lot of stuff, you know, struggling with their productivity or struggling with balancing everything. And so I just really wanted to make something that said the message that, you know, even though we have so much things to work towards, you can't forget the people that you came up with.
Yeah, but you said personal experiences, so does that mean Michelle is you?
No, that doesn't mean Michelle is me, quote unquote, but a part of me is Michelle.
Okay, yeah, I can get that. What was it like working with your two main characters?
So Darion was the cool guy of the whole set. Like, I mean, Darion just sits there and he just waits on his cue and then he gets into action. But then Danger, you know, Danger is a bit of a... Danger is Danger, yeah. Danger is an amazing person to work with, I think. But the only thing with Danger is that she eats everything on the set before we can film it. But that's fine. We got the shot. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it when you see it.
Disrespect! Brother!
You ate the fried dumpling and everything before we even could shoot the plate.
Wait, she did that?
Yes!
Oh my god!
Alright guys, so we're here with Darion Reed. He plays the character Time in Deadline. So Darion, you are known as the chill dude on the set. Was that intentional? Is that your personality, or was it a case where you were always in character when you were on set?
No, it's not a case of always being in character. The chill dude. We're just all extra. He's the only normal one.
I don't consider myself to be the chill dude.
What was it like getting in character for time?
I mean, it's a lot of work. One, because I don't have any lines, so it makes it more difficult. One would think that it's easier, but it's actually more difficult. And film is very subtle, so you just have to make the little things work. It was interesting. It was cool. I learned a lot, and I had a lot of work to do. And I hope I did it.
Is this your first film?
No, this wasn't the first film project that I've done. I haven't done a lot, but this wasn't the first one.
All right, so one last question. Give me your reaction right now of what you looked like when you just saw the script. Like you just finished reading the script.
Oh, the first time I think was in the audition, or a couple hours before the audition. I got the script. I was like, this is a really wonderful concept. I like the concept of, time and people chasing time and then taking control of their time, your own time, and in essence your own life. So yeah, it was
We are here with talented actress Daindra, who plays Michelle in Deadline. Daindra, what was it like working on this project?
It was actually really fun. One of my most favorite moments was when we were ordering breakfast at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a whole experience. This is my first time acting on a film. Let me say that. So I was really, really, really happy when I heard that I got the role, and I was really ecstatic. And I'm really grateful for everybody on the crew and everything.
What has it been like embodying Michelle?
It's been actually very complicated. One of the issues that I had on set was like the emotional scene where I'm supposed to cry. As I said earlier, I'm mostly used to theatrical acting. So when I was supposed to like cry on set, it felt kind of different. Because on stage there's a whole vibe. So getting into Michelle, I can understand the goal-oriented part, because I have to get her goals done, and that was the part that we shared together. So to get in character, I linked what I had in common with her.
Now, what happened to the Aki?
The Aki, it's funny you say that, because while I was on set with the Aki, for some reason there was this voice in my head that was telling me to eat it. Alright, so I'm in the middle of eating then. So and the food look not mix up then.
Do you want to pan into it? Since it's like from the last scene.
That's what I'm actually about to taste. It's pray for me.
Right before is when she says the time. No, to do this today.
Oh, so I think you should walk.
No, but like the breakfast after.
Oh yeah, this is a cut.
Which is why like a cut or.
That's not bad. And so the director actually said I must familiarize myself with the Aki before I start. So what I wanted to do was to get familiar with the food, because I don't want it to be a case where I taste the Aki and like when you're filming something, you taste the Aki and it tastes away and say, no, I don't want to mess up the production team. So I had to like eat out some of the Aki before we start, you see me? It's like a kind of method acting thing. Yeah, man.
Do you have a fried dumpling on your person right now?
No, I don't. And why would you ask me that question?
On set that you actually walk around with at least one fried dumpling each time.
At all times.
At all times.
Well, I think that's smart, and I think everybody else should practice that, because here's the thing. You can get... Alright, hey guys, we're here on the set of Deadline with Tweedledee and Tweedledon. I'm so sorry guys. Say names.
Johan. Kyle.
What was it like working with the director Amanda Wyden? We want to tell us all the juicy details on the Susan and thing there. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's working with Amanda is brilliant. Like, she is such a genius, right? Like, when she first came to me with the film, I was like, Amanda, why are you so amazing? like the concept. I love the concept. Like, she's very detailed with everything, and like working with.
She's amazing. When we met Amanda what, a year ago at Jafta.
Yeah.
And from then, when you meet somebody, you can just tell, oh, this is a genius, this is a legend, this is a star in the making, and that's exactly what Amanda is. And with this project, we've been able to see her creative genius come out in her shots, in her concepts, in She's amazing. She really
Alright,
is.
second question. What was it like working with the actors?
I hated them.
You know, there's this one actor named Danger. Like, I don't know. What do her? What wrong with her? And where is the fried dumpling?
My
Where's Aki go?
theory is that they just let her in. They let her on.
They just let her on?
Let her on set.
Yeah, for charity?
Yeah, she
Charity?
had the fried dumplings. So that got her in.
Darion though, Darion's cool. Darion's
Honestly,
great.
yeah, honestly, working with the cast has been pretty great. They're pretty cool, and they're very talented as well.
At the end of the day, this was a really big learning experience for me, and I'm so happy that we got to shoot what we did, even though some things didn't end up looking right, even though some things went wrong, even though we started late, we still got it done at the end of the day. So big up the team once again, big up the cast, aka Danger and Darion, and yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked 12 Days of Amanda, because I feel like this is the last video before the big one. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a great day. Bye guys. Mwah! Michelle looks at time for me sitting on the other side.
Stop it right now.
What is it?
Sorry.
I mean, I kind of told my drone over there, and then when you're ready, I put them in front. I'm sorry. No, Danger, that's enough.
Every Jamaican should have a fried dumpling on their person at all times.
So hi guys, we're here behind the scenes with Amanda Wylie.
Really?
I knew that was wrong.
No, disrespect.
Please keep that.
No, please keep that.
I'm not going in today.
Look at you, look at the camera. I'm bending down. So I thought, wait. No, as in I'm bending. Thank you for letting me know. But
Yes.
give me your best impression of Steve Urkel.
Did I do that?
I figured he'd do really weird. So you're not gonna know him just Steve in the store? Alright, that's a wrap, guys.